This someone who can accept the real me. One of the most telling signals she's falling but hiding it is her response to your quiet periods. If she was uninvested, your silence would be irrelevant. But if she begins to worry when you're unresponsive, if she sends a follow-up message or tries to recapture your attention through banter or light teasing, that's her emotional armor starting to fall. Silence reveals hidden investment quicker than any words. And notice this, she starts to reveal private parts of her life, the kind that show her true self. Perhaps she shares a childhood memory, a hidden fear, or an ambition she's kept private. When a woman shares emotionally, she's not just making conversation. She's experimenting with closeness. She's asking, can I give this man a look at the person behind the curtain? You'll also sense her demeanor alter when you're near. Her voice becomes quieter, her movements more deliberate, and her body orients toward you. Even in a group, her attention gravitates to you. She might dismiss it, claim she's just comfortable around you, but her hesitant smiles, her fidgeting, and the way she touches her hair when you catch her gaze expose everything inside. The fact is, hidden attraction is intensified attraction. The more she fights it, the more it directs her actions. And if you stay poised, stable, and self-assured without chasing or overthinking, you'll sense her defenses lowering, because emotional steadiness is the safest space she can feel around a man. Here's where many men get confused. When a woman hides her feelings, she often behaves opposite of what she feels. She appears distant to protect her heart, even when all she wants is your nearness. That's why her actions feel contradictory. 1 moment she's energized by your presence, the next she's cool or detached. You start assuming she's lost interest, but in truth, she's overwhelmed. Her emotions are outpacing her logic, and she's trying to regain balance. When she starts caring deeply, she becomes extremely aware of the impression she gives you. That's why she may seem awkward, quiet, or overly formal. It's not an act, it's emotional overload. She doesn't want you to see how much power you have over her reactions, because once you do, she feels exposed. She uses humor, sarcasm, or nonchalance as a shield, but beneath it is intensity. Watch how she behaves when others are present. When she's falling, she subconsciously positions herself where she can sense you. She reacts more sharply when you're close. Her eyes search for you more often than she admit, even while talking to others. Her awareness is anchored to you. She notices tiny shifts in your mood, your tone, your energy. This isn't coincidence, it's emotional investment. Another powerful indicator, she begins understanding your emotional rhythms. She anticipates your moods and notices small changes everyone else overlooks. She's been quietly observing because your emotional state influences hers now. When you're quiet, she senses it. When you're enthusiastic, she mirrors it. This alignment is something she tries to control but can't. Here's the contradiction. She hides her feelings to preserve her dignity, but in doing so makes them more obvious. You'll see her get flustered when you tease her about liking you. She deny it too aggressively. That overreaction reveals everything. The harder she tries to appear neutral, the more emotion she's actually feeling. What's underneath isn't just a crush, it's anticipation that you'll see the truth without her risking humiliation, anticipation that you'll take the next step without making her feel exposed, because deep down she doesn't want to chase, she wants to be chosen. Here's what most men overlook when she's falling, but hiding it, her true emotions leak out in fleeting seconds. Tiny moments of concern, support, or possessiveness that disappear quickly, but if you're attentive, you'll catch them. Her vibe shifts instantly when another woman is around you. She may seem edgy, overly casual, or subtly competitive. She might make a small comment about the other woman to gauge your reaction. That flicker you notice isn't insecurity, it's attachment. Another hidden sign, she becomes your quiet supporter. She encourages you when you're struggling, defends you when others criticize, and celebrates your wins as if they're her own. This level of emotional investment is never random, but she still minimizes it, pretend it's nothing, or pull back after getting too close, because vulnerability scares her. She might even say she's not looking for a relationship, while her behavior reveals the opposite. She messages consistently, remembers everything, shows concern when you're distant, invests emotionally yet denies wanting anything serious. This is her way of ensuring your intentions are genuine. She wants to see if you'll remain stable, even when she creates emotional distance. Her hesitation is part of the unfolding process. Women fall deepest for men who give them emotional safety space to breathe, and consistency without pressure. A man who is calm, centered, and secure helps her relax into her authentic self. Eventually, all her pretending becomes exhausting. She message you first, share something personal, stay longer than necessary, or hesitate when leaving. These are her quiet confessions. She won't say, I have feelings for you. She'll show it in how she treats you, how she observes you when you think she's not looking, and how her walls soften when you make her laugh. The key is not to analyze her every move, but to understand her nature. Attraction isn't about hunting clues, it's about being a grounded presence that makes her feel understood without obligation. True connection is silent, subtle, and powerful. When she finally stops hiding, she won't announce it. She'll simply feel calm around you. She'll settle into your company and let you see her softness, and when that happens, remember, her affection was never hidden. It was simply waiting for you to become the version of yourself capable of holding it with strength, awareness, and emotional maturity. If this clarified the invisible for you, show this channel some love. Like this video and follow Psychseeker for more insights you can't find anywhere. And remember, awareness, have you ever been emotional steadiness are the qualities that allow true connection to unfold another friend? That push and pull you feel isn't your imagination. It's a signal you're sensing an attraction she's deliberately concealing. But why would she do that? Stay right here, because we're uncovering the 10 subtle signals. She's developing real feelings for you, but is scared to reveal. Before we dive in, if you're ready to see what others miss, hit that like button and subscribe to Psychseeker. It costs nothing and it helps you understand the hidden language of connection. Now here's the first thing most guys overlook. When a woman is drawn to you but feels vulnerable, she communicates in mixed messages. Her mind and her heart are in conflict. You'll see her physical presence scream yes, while her words whisper no. This isn't a game, it's a defense mechanism. Women often fear the loss of emotional autonomy. They worry that if you see their true depth of feeling, you'll lose interest, so they act unaware, unaffected, but their behavior will always reveal the truth. She recalls tiny details you mentioned months ago, details you've forgotten. She smiles at your stories, not because they're hilarious, but because they're yours. She unconsciously syncs with your posture and mood. If you move closer, she does the same. If you relax, she follows suit. These are innate signals, her inner self syncing with your energy. And when she brings up other guys, pay close attention. She might talk about them, but her tone is flat. It's a probe. She's observing your response. She needs to know, do you feel even a fraction of what she's starting to feel? Because the instant she detects your lack of reaction, her carefully built facade wavers. Her glances last a second too long. Her tone becomes warmer when she addresses you. She creates opportunities to be in your orbit without ever stating her intention. That tension you feel isn't imaginary. It's a product of mutual unspoken interest and the dread of being exposed. And here's the reality. The more she conceals it, the stronger her feelings have already become each time. She acts aloof. She's guarding an emotion she isn't ready to name. Not now, because in her world, the second she confesses, you hold all the cards. Here's what many men fail to grasp. When a woman begins to care for you, her conduct doesn't just shift, it splits. You'll witness two sides of her simultaneously, one that desires your proximity and one that's afraid you'll look too closely. This isn't about being difficult, it's because genuine connection makes her feel transparent. She becomes hyper-aware of how much she values your perspective, your focus, and your validation, and that's terrifying. So she takes refuge in minor gestures that appear insignificant, but they're not. She jokes with you more gently, questions your views, or makes playful jabs about your preferences. What she's actually doing is gauging emotional security. She's testing how you handle a bit of friction. Can you remain centered when she adds heat? Can you engage with her without retreating or over-pursuing? Because if you can, she feels secure enough to lean in. Observe what happens when you create a little space, when you don't initiate contact or seem briefly distracted. If she has feelings for you, she'll detect it right away. Suddenly she'll reach out more, even if it's subtle. She might share a funny video, react to your post, or simply ask what you've been up to. It's her method of reconnecting without admitting she felt your absence. That's the central paradox of desire. She aims to shield her ego, but her heart won't allow her to disconnect. And watch her eyes. They'll reveal what her voice cannot. When you speak, she holds your gaze a moment too long, just enough for you to notice, then quickly glances away, acting as if it was accidental. That's emotional stealth. Her expression softens. Her pupils expand. Her posture inclines toward you, even if her conversation stays casual. Every instinctual sign shouts interested. Even as her thoughts argue another concealed clue, she begins adopting your viewpoints. She'll notice your routines, use your favorite expressions, or develop curiosity in your hobbies. If you're into hiking, she suddenly plans a weekend trail walk. If you're a fan of a specific author, she just started reading their book. These are unintentional attempts to create harmony, a woman's instinctual way of saying, I understand you and I want you to understand me. Men who dismiss these cues often miss the window for a deeper bond, but those who see them, who remain assured, grounded, and emotionally present, trigger something significant within her, because now she's not just hiding interest. She's hiding a growing connection. Here's an insight few men ever receive. When a woman is falling for you but masking it, her inner world becomes a war zone. She's split between wanting your attention and dreading her own openness. That's why she might withdraw right as things seem to be progressing. One day she's engaged, witty, even bold. The next she's reserved or detached, and you're left thinking, what did I do, you did nothing, you simply got near the part of her she's afraid to reveal. Women hide their emotions because developing feelings makes them feel unprotected the minute she allows you into her emotional space. She's giving you something precious, her faith. That's why she tests you frequently without conscious intent. Talk about a male coworker, not because she likes him, but to see if you remain secure. She'll push back on minor points to see if you hold your frame or fold. Every test is about safety, not strategy. She's wondering, is